Thanks for joining us for your news right here on Fox 13 at 5. I'm Frankie Thompson.
And I'm David Rose. There are new questions about the death of Tokitae following the release of a one-page summary of the autopsy performed in August. The sudden passing of the beloved orca dashed hopes that Tokitae would live out her final days in a sanctuary here in the Pacific Northwest. Instead, she died in the same pool she spent the majority of her life.
Fox 13's Matthew Smith has been talking with those closest to this story, including Tokitae's former vet. Matt, she believes there's more to this story.
I had a chance to speak with Dr. Jenny Wallace today. She was a former veterinarian that worked hand in hand with Tokitae, and she's got questions about this single-page executive summary that was released about Tokitae's health. In fact, she even has questions about some of the videos that were posted right here on Fox 13 that were being used to say that Tokitae was in good health leading up to her death. It's the video that offered so much hope. Tokitae swimming laps in her pool at the Miami Seaquarium. Now, in the past, she'd seemed sluggish, and given the shocking poor health news that jump-started the push to get her out of this aquarium back in 2021, seeing her moving like this seemed like a reason for hope. His former veterinarian tells me it was fool's gold.
To me, it didn't look like increased activity due to health. It looked like agitation. I am very concerned that her behavior was misinterpreted because those people that were there did not know this animal for, 2 decades like her previous staff did.
Dr. Wallace has long voiced concerns about decisions surrounding Tokitae's care, from the amount of fish she was fed to the decision to keep her at the Seaquarium rather than move her to another marine facility.
We still have so much more missing information, such as what happened in those last 3 days, what medications were given, and how low was her diet.
As for the Seaquarium, we're working to see whether they plan to ever release the full report. In a media statement, they said, quote, "The results of the analysis performed indicate that the death was due to the progression of multiple chronic conditions, some of which derived from age." They went on to note that she lived longer than any other orca under human care. But questions remain over how she quickly deteriorated, while shortly before her death, knowing of Tokitae's complications, the group trying to bring her home was saying this.
She looks robust and fit. So the vets have said she is ready to be transported when all of the other features, when all the other things have been met.
Now, I do want to note, I've reached out to Lummi Nation for comment on this story. They obviously have been forever tied to Tokitae and what was going to happen. They had spoken out against this necropsy even taking place. I'm told they are reviewing the findings and that they may have more to say at a later date. As for the Friends of Tokitae, their veterinarians that were working on this team with Tokitae have released a statement. We posted that back at fox13seattle.com. I do encourage you to check that out after the show. For now, in the newsroom, Matthew Smith, Fox 13 News.